an excellent character and a lot of fun, but it's a very different
We're
vibe.
live, by the way, just by mistake. That actually, that was an accident. I wanted to look here and enable that before we started, because I wanted to make sure that was working. But no, I actually just clicked switch the scene instead. So hey, we're live.
I mean, it doesn't bother me. Mirror Wolf is cool. He's a fun character, but like his shtick is that he like she's not quite as bad as him, but like he doesn't leave the house basically at all. He has like an assistant who goes and does all of the footwork and then brings back the information. He just sort of derives the results from the information given.
Huh, I actually did that in a role-playing game once. But also, I would say that, like, sounds like they wanted to make Monk, but hard mode.
Except for the part where Mirror Wolf is from like the 40s.
Yeah. Okay, so it's like Monk made Mirror Wolf, but easy mode?
Pretty much.
Yeah, no, I wanted to switch to this scene, like, get this prepared while you were doing your speech. So I need to change this text here.
Interesting. Have we had a crime yet recently?
Spoiler.
I'm just like, we haven't encountered a crime recently, right?
No. We haven't encountered in-game.
I'm not even doubting the crime has happened, just...
The save files blarg.
Right, now I have to just remember all of these voices.
Just remember that one girl is like, I'm this girl.
It was kind of nasal.
There you go. Before us sat the Grand Grimoire. However, the contents of one of his pages was rather different than the others. A most puzzling message had been placed within the tome. Was our arrival in this strange place foreseen? The first order of business was to solve the puzzle behind this strange massage. So, yes, there was, like, the sun and the moon where they meet. And
Right,
I think
yeah.
the hints you're supposed to get is, like, this is the sun, that's the moon, and if they were, like, shining downwards, they both point here. I think that's the language you're supposed to figure out.
I mean, they wouldn't because there's a
Yeah,
thing in the
but,
way,
like,
but
from our perspective, that's where they intersect. I get what you're saying. I fully understand. The jives have been jived, right?
Sure, okay, let's give it a poke. 1 second. Oh, what's that?
Oh, the spell.
It's a sun and moon construction. Oh! So the sage must be...
That's right. The sage of this library. It refers to the curator. And this sun and moon construction is located right behind her seat. But that's what the sun and moon watching over the sage was referring to.
And when the sun and moon swap places, their true form will be shown.
Congratulations.
And the door to the past,
Okay.
and the door to the past will open. So all we need to do is work out what that means.
It means it's a sliding puzzle.
Well, what does it mean by their true form?
Well, if we interpret it at face value, it would suggest that we are currently seeing their untrue form. Dots.
Well spotted.
Have a look at this. There seems to be some sort of mechanism in place.
Professor, if you look closely, there seems to be a puzzle hidden here.
Puzzle? Oh. I need to switch screens. God damn it.
Tina was just like, is anyone dead? I was like, no. She was like,
I have to restart this.
She was like, are you going to change that? I'm like, probably not.
I don't know why every time we go to here, I have to recenter that screen. Right. This puzzle is worth 30 pigarats. There are 2 tiles on each side. Blah, 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 blah. Sliding puzzle. Alright. I'm bad at sliding puzzles, but this one is relatively easy. They give us plenty of space
Oh, good,
to
because
work
I'm
with.
really bad at them.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, take one piece, you know, take 1 or 2 pieces, move them over. Don't. Hold on a second. Here. Go. So, yeah, like I said, simple sliding puzzle, right? One second. Oop. Yes, they are. I know they are out of order, Sandry. You don't have to think it. Like I said, there's plenty of room to actually mess around once we get to here, right? So, do that. But, you know, the sliding puzzles where they only have, like, 1 space you can move stuff to, my brain never groks those. See? Simple sliding puzzle, right?
Yep.
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills.
That's right.
That was indeed
I
an
solved
intriguing puzzle.
the very simple sliding puzzle. I am a genius. Success! The mysterious library puzzle is solved, but what happens next? So, I'm just saying, like, that sliding puzzle was right there, and you're telling me nobody in the years that this library has been up has been like, oh, we can slide these around, cool!
Apparently. Oh, Professor, there's a stickaway. Who'd have thought there could be anything like this hidden here?
The ancient flame has been locked in an infinite vault of books. I wonder just what we'll find down there.
An entrance to a basement below the Great Archive?
Oh, you're still here. Welcome. Am I right in thinking that you knew nothing of this stairway's existence?
That's right. And if I, the curator, knew nothing of it, then surely no one else could. It's hard to believe that a secret such as this could have been hidden here all this time. Who could have possibly left such a message?
Dots. It might be wise not to let anyone see what has been revealed here. In the middle of a public library, it might be wise to not let anyone see. He looks around the room at this, at the very least, the scholars who exist here, right?
There's one person here other than Rochelle.
If I remember, when we looked around, there was other people in the background we couldn't talk to.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they seem to have all gone. I agree. I'll be back as soon as I have asked the other visitors to leave the building.
There you go, other visitors.
Fine, whatever.
Well then, are you both ready? We can go down these stairs.
One second. Can we just talk about the fact that look at Luke's face? What is that expression?
He too's developing a kink for puzzles? I don't know.
He looks like furious, like, I'm going to it.
I wouldn't say that. I would say he's just raring to go.
I'm very ready, Professor. Put them dukes up. You betcha. Let's go, Professor. You too, Espella. Okay then, Luke.
All right, Sandry. Is Peanut paying attention?
The Peanut Gallery is just saying, do they have a quarter meet on text that they keep saying each other's names rather than just let's go?
No. This next scene.
Oh shit! The dialogue was written by Dickens.
Oh my god. it sounds like a Peanut knows about like what you're about to discover, and I'm just saying like I got money on I got money on a facepalm from Sandra. You good on that?
1 second. She's not sure if she knows what's coming, depending on what you're thinking of.
Okay.
So, maybe?
Alright. The Grand Archive Cellar.
She's predicting a facepalm at some point, quote-unquote.
Yeah. Fair enough. This place appears to be some sort of historic site.
It's amazing to think a place like this could exist under the library. I wonder what it dates from.
Dots.
Ah, no. Dots. It can't be dots.
Hello, you. Let's look for coins.
Check the fires first. Yep, there we go. Check fires on the other side. Also, why are there so many lit torches in here? Do we light them when we came down here?
I don't know.
Check the last torch.
It's literally all in fires? Seriously? Alright.
The first place you should always check is light sources in this thing. Wait. The ceiling has collapsed, but apparently the library above is unaffected.
Sandry, how else can you show it's an old ruin? You gotta have ceiling collapses. The floor didn't collapse, just the ceiling.
The floor upstairs didn't collapse, only the ceiling above. Only the ceiling above here. Yes, the upstairs floor didn't collapse, the downstairs ceiling collapsed.
Yeah, come on, Sandry. This is Luke.
You know, it's like, you can't nitpick, there's magic. I'm like, but it's the same stone!
Sandry?
She expects the recessed ceiling because it was like a drop ceiling, so they could put in the electric lighting. They just never got around to it.
Okay.
Give me a second. It's hard to do Luke's voice while I'm smiling.
Professor.
This wall painting's a bit scary, isn't it? A monster attacking the town.
There's also a woman hurling fire. I suppose she must be a witch?
That woman is the Great Witch.
Miss Mystere, you okay? It sounded like puberty just suddenly hit.
This certainly doesn't bode well. Painting of the Great Witch here.
Do you know anything about the witch in this painting?
You don't know the Great Witch? But how can that be possible for a man of your learning?
I don't know which witch!
Well, there's the Sand Witch, and there's the Man Witch, and...
Well, that's certainly a lot of witches.
Never mind. I'm sure you must have your reasons for your ignorance. I don't wish to pry. Tell me everything.
I appreciate that. Would you mind perhaps telling us about which witch this witch is in the witch painting?
Third base. The woman in this painting is the Great Witch Bezella.
Ah, the Great Witch Bezella.
And this painting depicts the infamous legendary fire that she caused.
The legendary fire.
You said it wrong. It's the legendary fire. She is the witch in charge of all witches, whose very existence poses the greatest threat known to Labyrinthia. The Great Witch Bizella cannot be considered the same as other witches. She is the root of all Labyrinthia's woes.
Dots. The Great Witch Bizella. What do you mean by the root of all Labyrinthia's woes? Oh, wait, hold on a second, sorry. What do you mean by the root of all Labyrinthia's woes?
No, he didn't say it that way.
God damn it.
The reason for all Labyrinthia's suffering at the hands of the witches lies in the very existence of the Great Witch Bizella.
Would you mind elaborating why you suddenly switched accents?
The Great Witch Bizella is the source of all the other witches. As long as she exists, there will be no end to the other witches. While the Great Witch Bizella is with us, the townspeople will forever live in fear under the shadow of the witches. Yeah, it was like, so as long as she's alive, you have a permanent source of XP. So you mean that if there were no Great Witch, there'd be peace? No Great Witch? That's easy enough to say. But while all of the knights have been searching for Bizella, no one has ever been able to find her. That's how we know she exists. There are very few clues, and no one has ever seen her in person. Definitely there's no one here specializing in puzzles who could unravel these clues. Nevertheless, the Great Witch Bizella is undoubtedly present in Labyrinthia.
How can you be so certain? Also, I've noticed you, Aspeya Cantabea, not saying anything.
Because her deep claw marks can still be seen throughout the town.
You saying Bizella. Now I'm looking at Riddell's name, and I'm trying to think of how to pronounce it, doing the Y sound.
Well, it's just that I've made her thing mispronouncing things, so.
Mm-hmm.
Claw marks? You must have seen them too. The traces of that fire. When you entered this library.
Yes. There was a part of this building that had suffered noticeable damage.
Bizella is a fearful witch who has all other witches doing her bidding. Long ago, this town was reduced to ashes as a result of her fiery magic. Reduced to ashes?
I promise you're not going to be speaking to yourself for most of this game, Sandry, but...
That must have been, let me see, 100 or so years ago.
100 years ago. That's just a few years
Around the time
before...
of the DL6 incident.
That's just before the DL6 incident. You knew where I was going.
which of course shortly followed
This
the
is automatic.
incident.
Oh wait,
It
no,
was
sorry.
on the evening of the Fire Festival, held every year in honor of the Great Witch Bizella. The Great Witch's fury was unleashed without a warning as the entire town burned.
That's terrible.
That was the legendary fire. Every person in this town knows about it.
The legendary fire.
That's what I said. The rebuilding of the town was a long and arduous process. And all the while, Bizella must have been watching and laughing from the shadows. That's awful. Even now, the legend of long ago continues to cause real suffering amongst the townsfolk. To think that a painting of that fearful witch could be right here in the basement of my beloved library. What is it doing here, of all places?
Plot. Dots.
There's nothing for it. I'll just have to have this room sealed shut. Give me one of those torches. Please, let's keep the existence of this room strictly between ourselves.
What are you talking about?
Espea, give me a torch.
What are you talking? What are you talking about? Keep this room shut. These torches were on when we came in here.
Yes, and I will burn this place for the good of the people.
Why aren't we like suffocating in carbon dioxide? That's what I want to know.
There's a giant opening towards the ceiling.
But the floor's
As for
above
me,
it.
I shall do my best to forget about this hidden room. I'm afraid I'd rather not remain in here a minute longer. Everyone out. Now, please. I'm sticking with my read. I can't help but feel we've done something wrong, Professor.
Luke, do you recall those words towards the end of that message?
Luke, I am your father.
That's impossible. Do you mean until then I wait? Professor?
That's right. When we opened this door, or rather, when we were guided towards opening this door, I could sense someone else's will at work.
Gosh, Professor, does that mean you have magic?
It's almost as if our following Oh wait, hold on a second. Carmen and coming to this library had all been planned out in advance.
Golly, you don't mean that we were beckoned here by the Great Witch Vizela?
Dots.
Dots. Vizela. Dots. There's stem.
Animation!
Huh? Is something the matter? Are you feeling all right, Espella?
Oh geez, I wonder if Espella has anything to do with Vizela. Can't be, right?
That would be strange.
Espella?
Yes? What is it?
It's just that, well, you've been so quiet.
Oh, it's nothing. It's just that this room, it's a little chilly, don't you think?
The atmosphere is a bit sinister, not to mention that scary picture. Maybe it's about time we made a move from here?
Yes, indeed.
Indeed. Dots. Those words at the end of the message. Dots. I will wait. What if we weren't meant to be the ones being called here? Carmine had been Carmine. I've actually mind flooded myself how it's supposed to be pronounced.
The correct pronunciation is Carmine.
Carmine had been visiting the Great Archive to investigate one of Labyrinth's secrets. That secret being the ancient remains found beneath the library. Neat. Our new mystery is hidden beneath the Great Archive, where the ancient remains, which was enshrined in an ominous wall painting, depicted the town being consumed by fear. When was this painting created, and by whom?
That's pronounced Fire. Phew! It's much more relaxing here, isn't it?
No.
It felt so intense and claustrophobic down there.
Hey, Luke, can you do me a favor? Go back down there and test the carbon dioxide levels for me.
No thanks, Professor? Yes, it certainly did. Today has been full of surprises. It's only to meet up with you two again. We also found that mirror in the library. The one right over there. It's kind of strange that I'm referring to the library as though we're not in it. It seems that this town really does hold a mysterious secret, doesn't it? What shall we do now?
I'd certainly like to learn more about this magique. We've been here for quite some time. It must be getting late. It's probably best if we wind up our investigating for today and take a rest. You must both be feeling tired.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I'd be happy to do a little more investigating with you two. But I have an errand to run before it gets too late. I'm still up for investigating further. Whatever the puzzle, I'm ready to solve it. Luke, I could hear your tummy rumbling from here just now.
I know, it sounded weak and pathetic, didn't it, Isabella?
You should have eaten that bread that was offered earlier. Well, I can't pretend I'm not a little hungry. We haven't arranged accommodation yet. Why don't you both come stay at the bakery? There's a room free, so I'm sure it'll be alright. Wow, that just went straight to self. Miss Claire would love to have you. What do you say?
Well, if you put it like that, if you want to just claim somebody else's hospitality, we'll take it. We'll be delighted to say thank you, Isabella.
I'm feeling somewhat southern right now, so that shouldn't be too much of a difficulty. And there's all that delicious bread, too. I'm looking forward to it already. Professor Layton, do you have to be going?
Yes, because you're about to tutorialize something. Yes, sorry for all the trouble we put you to.
Not at all, although I still can't get used to there being a secret room under the library. It's been a while since I last met someone capable of solving my puzzles, if you know what I mean.
Your puzzles are weak and pathetic.
Ouch. As I promised, you have my permission to borrow the Grand Grimoire.
Yes, I know what you're thinking. At no point did she actually promise that.
If you have any need for it in the future, please do drop by and let me know.
Thank you very much, Miss Mystier. It's been a pleasure. Sticks it in his inventory.
Oh, there is just one more thing. I have all Labyrinthia's puzzles stored here in this library.
Yes, this is a tutorial for going back here.
As you continue with your investigations here in Labyrinthia, I have puzzles here. Would you like to see the puzzles? Please come and do my puzzles for me. So difficult doing them on my own.
Stuffs the Grand Grimoire into items. I think the only thing in that list that I skipped through that I shouldn't have was be careful of like the thing that was prophesied because, you know, two guys walking in.
It's already dark out here. I didn't realize we were in there so long, Professor.
It looks as if, you know, hold on a second. I think something just occurred to me. Yep, okay, whoops. Hold on a second. I accidentally... Wait. Huh? Reload that page. No, I messed up on Twitch. I saw the message just now.
Are we only live on YouTube?
Okay, whoops. Professor Layton verse is Phoenix, right? Okay. I know I edited it, it just didn't save. No, it's already fixed. Sorry.
Oh, okay then.
Sorry about that. That's the one thing I messed up. Okay, it looks as if it must have been raining up until a moment ago. The ground is still wet.
Yes, it reminds me of what Miss Eclair was saying before we left. She said you might want to hurry. It looks like it might rain at any time.
Hmm.
Let's get a move on, Professor. You two is... Hey, where is she?
That's strange. She's not here. Yes, because she said an errand to run, you two.
I wonder where she could have gone.
I don't know, to an errand? Perhaps she's still in the Great Archive. Oh god, what voice did I give this guy? Oh, slowly does it step by step. Oh, are you two still here? Can you let me through? I have to lock up.
Hello, Dewey. Professor. Hello, Dewey. Have you seen a speller?
Did you just try to do Huey or Louie in that one moment? Oh, if you're looking for a speller, she left while you're still talking to Miss Mystere. Oh.
I wonder why.
She said something about having to buy some milk, even though it's still raining. Ah, yes. I do remember Miss Eclair asking her to get some milk for the bakery.
I do have to ask. So it was still raining? Like, it was still raining? Why is this so remarkable?
Oh, yeah, yes, it started raining about the time you all went down to that library basement. When Espella left just now, it did look as if the rain was about to stop. Yes, she left a message for you. She said, go back without her.
She didn't have to go alone, especially in the twilight.
I'm sure she'll be fine. It's only milk she needs. She can get it at the market. It's not fair, so it's not far, so she should be back soon. If anything, I'd be more worried about you two being the ones in danger. You know, in the story, it said there were two companions. Dots. If your work here is finished, then I suggest you both go home. I don't want to get caught up in anything. Luke, why don't we head back to the bakery and wait for Espella there?
I suppose so. I guess she'll be all right, right?
Left. Would be a shame for us to go back to the bakery right now when there are puzzles to find. Hey, look at this guy. Right, I wanted to do Mashugana, but I couldn't, right?
Right.
No,
He
no!
looks more like Italian Renaissance.
Yeah. No, it's pitch black! I cannot go home when it's so dark!
I don't think it's so dark with all these lights around, sir.
Lights! Yes! That's right! The lights! I'm having trouble with the lights in my house! It's so dark in there.
I guess I can help you out with that, sir?
Rotating room. Oh, this is a rotating puzzle. We gotta get him to the exit with only rotations. Or something like that. Ghastly figures now haunt the interior of this mysterious mansion and have been tasked with ridding its halls of their ilk. If I'm to succeed in my mission, I must light all the candles to vanquish these fiends. This room seems to rotate. Use this to your advantage and rotate the room so that I might light the candles. Neat. Okay, that was forced. This is forced.
You go around.
Is this the case if I disable the lights if I go through it again? Yeah. Okay. Sandry, what's the last move? I can't tell. Oh god, I failed the puzzle.
stabs in the eye with a finger. It's like, yeah, you won't need to worry about seeing anymore once I stab you in the fucking eye. Now you can return to a brightly lit house, sir.
If it is as bright as this, then I have nothing to worry about. So bright I can even tell it's my house from afar. Shining so very brightly. No! No, 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 no! It can't be so bright! If my house is that bright, it's bound to get noticed by the witch! Then I'll be doomed.
I guess you can't win, hey, Professor?
Everyone has their problems, Luke. Don't yuck his young. Alright.
His what's new?
Alright, look at this design for this character right here.
Oh boy. Is that olive oil? Oh god. Oh god.
Cinderia.
I'm leaving this one to you. No,
you don't want
no,
Cinderia?
No. That's Cinderella. Only Miss Mystere would pronounce it that way.
I was pronouncing it like that because dairy is like love in Japanese, so Cinderia, like tsundere. Anywho, Francesca, Anna, Lillian, my dear friends, I am ever so sad. Soon the four of us will be forced to part ways. That? Her hair went down.
Did she suddenly stop being interested in what she was seeing? What the fuck? just flops over all fucking flaccid like that.
Huh? This is the pawnbroker's shop, isn't it? What seems to be the matter? Oh my!
Damn it!
Is that concern in your voice? Oh, gentle sir! If you have but a moment, allow me to explain my ever so woesome woe. The family coffers are not brimming with coin as they once were, I'm afraid, so I've come to sell my ever so dearest friends.
Hell, you friend?
Man, I'm putting like a lot of breath into that voice, and that's causing me to take deeper breaths and like exhale like that, and I'm getting a little bit dizzy just doing this character. Indeed.
I despise her already.
Indeed, and lifelong friends at that. Oh, indeed, gentle sir.
What the fuck is wrong with her everything?
However, my friends are ever so picky about where they stay. Pray, would you be able to put them into their proper rooms?
I hate everything about her character design. Like, there is nothing about that character design that I don't despise.
Dollhouse drama. This puzzle is worth 25 pick rats. A set of very stubborn dolls have requested help in assigning each of them a room. Touch Ask to find out each of the dolls' criteria for the perfect room, and then place them into rooms based off of what they say. Remember that each doll speaks for its entire color set. Excuse me.
Okay.
Change the doll's positions, and the doll has upper screen by dragging them with the stylus in the touchscreen. So you can basically, like, all the like, there's 4 color rooms, right? There's the red room, blue room, green room, and yellow room, and you decide what room that set is in. And by the way, I suck at these puzzles. This is, you know, Bob can't sit next to Anne because Anne doesn't like Bob, or, you know, stuff like that, right?
Fuck those.
Yeah. Okay. So A, Ask, I really want a room on the top floor. So, I mean, in other words, A can't be blue.
So A is going to D, I guess?
No, A can't be blue.
Yeah, so A is going to yellow, I guess.
No, A, like, okay, A can't be blue, A can be any other color. Because there's no blue rooms on the top.
I just sort of assumed that you would want the most top, close to the top. Okay.
Okay, well, I
This is
mean,
weird.
that's what I'm guessing. That is what I'm guessing. Anyway, B, what do you say? I want rooms on the same row across or up. Okay. I don't think there's any set
I
of
don't
rooms
think
that
they know
doesn't
what-
fit that.
There's also the part where you can't have the same rooms across or up because on the same row. They look like they should be in the happy place right now. Like they're in the only ones with adjacents.
Which we're talking to B there, right?
No, I think it actually goes into D because those are the only ones.
Okay.
They're in the
C.
same row, not next to each other.
C does not want to be next to A ever. And D.
Okay.
And D wants to be above B.
Okay, so I think, because B seems to qualify for the yellow rooms.
I think B qualifies for the green rooms, right? Because, B. Oh, wait. Oh! Okay, I wasn't clicking them and asking them. It rotates through each one. A wants a room on the top floor. B wants rooms on the same row or up. Across or up. So, like, B, like, makes sense here because... let me pull up the window. B qualifies, like, through there, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
So, across or up. A... C will never wants to be next to A, so right now C is in a bad room. And D wants rooms below them. Okay, so it does the hearts no matter what. I was just curious about that. Right now the problem is A is next to C.
A is always going to be, like, I don't see how you can not have A next to C.
If...
Yeah, because, like, there's no set of 4 that don't have an adjacency to all 3 rooms. This puzzle is so dumb. Because like none of these people can possibly be perfectly satisfied.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I'm sure of is
drop some hints, or no?
Yeah, let's.
The first hint, useless. The dolls seem to have rather demanding requests, but don't feel discouraged. It's only a matter of listening to the request and making sure it's properly fulfilled in the upper screen. No fucking shit.
That is not a hint, you fucking moron.
The first hint's always useless. We'll give the initial position of the dolls in the dollhouse. It's easy to see which dolls are not pleased with their locations.
Huh?
We'll get this third hint. Actually, this puzzle can be solved in one single step. Out of all 4 colors of dolls, only one needs to be changed. Can you tell which? Alright, restart the puzzle then.
Yep.
Okay, so only swapping of 1 is necessary to actually beat this puzzle.
What did A want?
A, what's the button? Just the ass button. A is just top floor. So the only thing that A cannot exist in is blue.
Okay. And B wants adjacent, not even adjacent, they just want rooms on the same row or column.
Yeah.
Which means the only thing that D cares about is not being in the red rooms.
Wait, is it just switch C and B? Because it depends on what they mean by next to. If they mean up and down, then yeah. But if they don't mean up and down and mean left to right, that fits it.
Yeah. Okay, let's go for it then.
See what you think of this.
No. Oh. Okay.
Professor!
Next to
So
in
it's
this
just
case.
a badly written puzzle.
Yeah, next to in this case meant left right.
Okay, so the problem is the puzzle was poorly written.
Now I get it. The friends you're referring to are your dolls. Oh, thank you, gentle sirs. With my friends all in their place, I'm sure I could ever get such a fair price. And I'm sure
hope
they'll
you
be
die.
ever so happy in their new homes.
Seriously, get hit by a truck. Wait, did we do that for your friends or for the price?
Tell me, Mr. Pawnbroker, will you take ever such good care of my friends now?
I will strangle you with your own fucking hair.
Ma'am, I realize you have brought your friends a long way to visit me, but I'm afraid doll's house like this are a little out of my line. Dots!
Why is her hair more erect than ever? Why does he look so angry when she basically simpered at him?
Okay, you win. I'll take them off your hands. Wonderful. Thank you ever so much, Mr. Pawnbroker.
She might be laughing, but I certainly could sense the tension in that transaction.
Yes, Luke. You will understand a lot more as you get to puberty. A haughty laugh of authority, perhaps.
I don't think I'll ever do that, Professor. I'm trapped at age 10.
If I talk to her again, does she say anything interesting or no? Okay.
I hope not.
No, she's just like, thank you, blah, blah, blah. Move on.
I hate her so much.
Hey, I did say if you wanted to skip straight to the story. No, nothing here. Ooh, the door's open.
I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Yep. Oh, no.
Okay, I do not remember the voice for this girl.
Neither do I. It is a she, though.
Yeah, give me a sec.
But I believe you went with the other route where you were just going the wrong voice route.
I genuinely don't remember. Oh, not good! What shall I do?
What's the matter? Is something troubling you, madame?
Oh yeah, something certainly is troubling me. I mean, today's story is just so frightening.
Luke, you've gone mute.
You mean the story with the witch? So you're afraid too? Well, duh. Of course I'm afraid. But I'm the courier. And that means one thing. My post will always be delivered, no exceptions, no matter what. Courier. I guess that's like a postwoman, right? I wouldn't... God, I'm already lost again. I wouldn't know about that. I'd just deliver these letters to the townspeople. But now everyone's afraid, so no one's going out. I'm starting to sound like Luke again. And so there's way more than usual. Letters need delivering.
We'd be delighted to offer our help. Is there some way which we can lend you a hand? Perhaps a puzzle-based assistance?
Thanks for the offer, but there's nothing you can do. Delivering letters is my responsibility, you see?
Give me the puzzle!
Wow, that's impressive. Even at a time like this, you're putting your work first.
All I'm hearing is no puzzle, no help.
Well, I suppose, but you know what? I can't help but think, if only there was something I could ride, that would make it so much easier. To deliver, I mean.
I recommend a car. Wait, there's a puzzle?
The fuck?
I don't know. Short round ride. Ride the starry road to the other side. The Starfield Road is the only way across. Unfortunately, the path is not quite so simple. You can ride on top of the road as well as below it, which will get you across safely. Slide the stylus across the touchscreen to move the camera to get a better view of the winding path. Okay, so it's a Mobius strip, and you got to figure out how to wind up on the, you know, like how to wind up on the terrain.
Okay then.
The good news is, if we fail it once, we can just do the other one.
Yep.
Alright. Hold on a second. Okay, so that's... Okay, this is actually probably easier to solve. Oh yeah, it's much easier to solve in 3D. That goes up towards us. You're around on the bottom, looping around. On the right side, you come back up. Backside.
I'll be right back, yeah.
Backside. Top. Top is the correct path.
See what you think of this. Oh, let me do the next one too.
That was very easy to solve when you enabled 3D. Hard as heck to solve if you were looking at it in 2D.
No kidding.
Like, did you even attempt to do it from what you were seeing?
Fuck that.
Yeah, no. The moment I enabled 3D, like, it was just so obvious, like, follow the path to me. And, like, when it's in 2D, I can kind of sort of follow it, but you gotta know that initial turn is towards you, and once you know that, you can figure out the turns. Anyway, you surfed the stars to safety. Neat.
If it crowd like that, I could deliver all the letters. I just drop them down from the sky.
You should become a witch and fly.
Put 1 foot wrong and you'd fall out. You'd at least need a seatbelt. A seatbelt? What's that? Anyway, I better go. Can't keep talking. Got letters to deliver. And remember, let me know if you have anything to deliver. Letters, I mean, bye.
See you later, nerd. Wait, why are you still here? Alright, because you went AFK a little bit ago, I saved one for you. I can't let you not enjoy Tone Deaf. Oh, this bardly bard named Bardley must tell you without fail at... Oh God, these were not made for like the beats. They were just made for the rhymes, weren't they? Oh, this bardly bard named Bardley must tell you without fail, as it is his duty to relate you this tale. In the darkness of night, when the sun has gone down, the shadow of witch shall appear. And the unfortunate couple walking in the darkness will come unerringly to the witch. As bathed in the witch's fire, their lives will be consumed by flames. There could have been a better rhyme here. Oh, the story that you hear today is terrible, I have to say. You're welcome. Did you put down your headset while I was doing that?
No. Professor, I smell some freshly baked bread. I wonder if it could be Mrs. Leclerc's work. Let's go inside.
Yes, we could. Or we can talk to some more people for some puzzles. If there's nothing else you particularly like to see, perhaps we should head back in. This guy has a puzzle. Oh, no, he doesn't. Evening, gents. Isn't Espella with you? Do you know Espella? Do I know her? There isn't a person in town who doesn't know Espella.
I didn't realize she was so famous.
I've known some ignorant people, but you two really do take the biscuit. If you knew better, then I doubt you'd be spending much time with her.
What's that supposed to mean, bud? Estella's a lovely person. I don't know how you can say that.
Personally, I don't enjoy talking about her in that way either. Dots. Does he have anything else to say? Okay, he's gonna say it. I wanted to warn you to take care with associating with her. God. Alright. I hope you're ready for the giantest loaf of bread you've ever seen in your life. Ah, welcome back. I prepared an evening meal already.
Wow, it looks great. Looks like there's bread with a side of bread and some bread on the bread.
Hang on, guys. Where's Espella? I'm afraid we were separated when she went to get that milk. Has she not come back yet? Oh dear, maybe I was asking too much of her. You know what? I am slightly getting better at Irish as I continue to voice this character. I mean, slightly. I'm not guaranteeing it's good. My apologies. I should have stopped her had I had the chance. Oh, it's nothing you need to worry about, Mr. Layton. That girl knows her way around. I'm sure she'll be back soon. Let's go ahead and eat while waiting for her.
Snuff, 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 snuff.
Oh my god, I love it when we all get together. Meals are so much more enjoyable that way.
I've never had bread and jam that tasted this good before. I hope Espella gets back soon.
I love how for Phoenix, you're doing your most normal man voice, and I'm trying my best to do like a warm tone to my voice for Layton, which just turns out to be a normal man voice. So we're both like just doing normal voices for the characters, the main characters, and we're getting a little bit weird with everybody else, aren't we? Oh yeah, you guys went out to the Great Archive with her, didn't you?
Do you know what you were looking for? Do you have any idea how hard it is for me to do like a just straight masculine voice?
I just meant like normal guy voice, like I am normal man. Yes, I do normal man stuff. Like go play ball. That, right? Well, it's a bit of mystery, really.
What do you mean?
In truth, we went there to investigate the mystery that is Labyrinthia. However, what we found inside was quite the puzzle.
I think we need to talk about that bulge you're sporting, sir.
That was a finger, Sandry.
Oh, right. A puzzle, huh?
You know, I get the impression puzzles are pretty popular in this town. Do you not know what a puzzle is, Nick? Not that I know exactly.
Well, we spend all our time baking. It's not really the kind of thing we're supposed to know about, I guess.
Indeed. It appears the two of you are a little unsure about the concept of puzzles. Shall I indoctrinate you? Say, Mr. Layton, do you think you can give us a little Puzzles 101 crash course?
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious. It would be my pleasure, Miss Fay, but rather than explaining it in words, I believe actually trying your hand at a puzzle would be more rewarding. Here, I'll give you both a simple example to think about. We don't actually have to solve this puzzle, Sandry. This is a narrative concept where basically Nick and Maya learn about puzzle solving and therefore can participate. okay?
All right.
Now then, here we have 2 long loaves of bread placed side by side. You'll notice that they form the number 11. Do you see what I mean? Oh yeah, I get it. So that's what a puzzle is? Not quite, Miss Faye. The puzzle is what follows next. What I'd like for you to try is, I'd like you to see if you can change this number to a number lower than 11.
A lower number. So how about if I take one of the loaves?
However, there is one condition. This is the rapidly bullshitting you, like, fuck! I made it too easy! However, there is one condition that you must add another loaf of exactly the same type. You need to add another loaf? Even though we add a loaf, the number has to be lower. I think I'm beginning to see what you mean by puzzle.
Wait, I think I've got it. If we make one of these into a V and put another one next to it, we'll have 6 or 4. I may just be a baker, but I think I have the right answer. If I place the extra loaf sideways like this, then 1 minus 1 equals 0. I hate this so much.
You gave the actual answer, Sandry. Like let's be fair here. You gave the answer that Leighton was expecting, right?
It's a fucking letter, you doofus. What's an H?
We're gonna keep going. Just keep going. Watch this. Oh, give me a break, Nick. That's totally the letter H. We're trying to solve a puzzle here, not win a spelling bee.
Oh, come on. I can't be the only one that sees 1 minus 1 here, right? Right?
Turning it into a matter of arithmetic is certainly an interesting approach.
You think so?
Most certainly. That is precisely the kind of flexible thinking needed for solving puzzles. Now, let us think again. Take a seat and leave this to a pro, Nick. How about this? You just take this new loaf and ta-da! Now that's 1 minus 1.
Hey, it is cheating.
Really? Because it feels more like winning to me. You're full of surprises, Miss Faye. I didn't expect that kind of innovation. I solved the puzzle and enjoyed the bread. Win-win, baby. I think I chose the right voice for Maya.
But, didn't Mr. Layton tell us at the start that we need to add another loaf of the exact same type?
Huh? Seriously?
Maya, I know there's nothing between your ears, but apparently your ears aren't working either.
That's right. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I can't accept this as a solution to the puzzle. Well, alright, but is there really another better solution? Well, what do you think? Can either of you think of a different solution?
I'm drawing a blank. I guess it's just the thing isn't really for me. Objection!
You both came up with such creative answers. I'm sure you'll be solving puzzles in no time. But now, it's time for the solution. The important thing in this puzzle solution is the angle of the loaf that is added. If the new loaf is placed upright like so... Oh, I get it! It's the number 1.1, right?
This is stupid. This is incredibly stupid. This is absolutely idiotic. Fuck you. Fuck you, Layton. Fuck you. My 1 minus 1 makes perfect sense. Screw you, asshole. Screw you, you're just wrong. Fuck you, my 1 minus 1 is fine.
God, okay.
That's my read. I'm standing by.
All right. Exactly. When solving puzzles, there's just never one correct method. It is essential to think flexibly and try many means to solve it. Sometimes critical thinking is the key to the success.
Right, I see what you mean. These puzzles really are something else.
Well, if I see it... Good.
I'll stick to baking. Like,
What?
has a bit of nosebleed.
Well, if I see another puzzle like this, I'd rather just eat my way to the solution.
You know, I don't think I'm cut out for brain-busting bread puzzles like this. I think I'll stick with good old regular bread, thanks.
Screenshot.
Wait, what?
I just took a screenshot. That's because we're ace bakers. I guess we're better suited to using our hands than our heads. Is that so? In truth, I can't help but feel you're both a little out of place as bakers, if you'll pardon my saying so. Naturally, I won't force puzzles upon you. But if either of you should be interested, I would heartily recommend giving puzzle solving a try.
You joke about it being a cult, but it does feel like that. Professor, right now there's something else we all need to try. Mr. Claire's freshly baked bread is getting cold. And I'm sure it tastes better hot.
So, there is something I know that if you make bread with goat's milk, it's most of the time it's like a lot more moist in the middle, if I remember correctly. Just because like the higher fat content compared to cow's milk.
Well, it's less moist and more
Like falls apart.
Well, it's more that it fat plays a similar effect to moisture.
Yeah.
It makes your mouth feel like it's moist, even though it's not actually moist.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, with what you're about to see, just imagine all of that made with goat's milk. Well, young man, I must say, it's been a pleasure to have someone show such appreciation for my baking.
When it comes to your bread, Mr. Claire, there's no limit to how much I could eat.
Oh? Challenge accepted.
Luke!
You
What the...
shouldn't have said that!
Dots?
My, aren't you a daring? Darling. Then, in that case, I suppose I'll just have to bring out my special reserve. Hold on a moment. I'll just go and fetch it.
Right. I think it's time I start preparing tomorrow's bread. Bye.
Oh, yes. Me too. Sure, it must be that time already. Dots.
Professor? What is that all about?
I'm not entirely sure, but I do seem struck by a sudden sense of impending doom.
The hell was that, Professor?
Sorry to have kept you waiting! There you go, have at it! But be warned, I won't take kindly to any leftovers.
Oh. Whoa. Professor. Wait, where did those two go? Miss Maya, Mr. Wright.
Luke, it would appear that we have been left to tackle this particular task alone.
So it's just a puzzle of how to fit all of it in our stomachs, Professor?
No, it's a puzzle of how we're going to get it all into your stomach.
You, Professor. I'm stuffed.
I believe this must be the most bread I've ever eaten in my life.
Just think of all those carbs going to your hips, Professor. Wait a sec. I've just realized we finished eating, but Estella's not back yet.
Dots. She went to the market, didn't she? Perhaps we ought to go and... Oh my! Customers at this late hour? I'm sorry, but we're closed.
I assume those are the... Yep, the Knicks.
It's him! That man over there!
So, he's the one, is he? just a minute. Who do you think you're doing barging in here like this? Stand aside, madam. This is a matter of urgency. What? What are you going to do? You there, Porcupine Head, you're coming with us.
Porcupine Head? You don't mean me, do you?
Who else in this room fits that description? Certainly, you would appear to be alone in that particular front.
I wish I had a top hat too right about now.
Enough of your idle chit-chat. Time to get going.
What do you mean?
Well, it should be quite obvious. You're coming to the court, of course.
The court? Good God, the horrified expression. 1 second.
That horrified expression was really hard to cut out because a lot of his hair is the same color as the background. It was really hard to cut out for the thumbnail.
Mr. Ryan, what did you do?
Yeah, Nick, what did you do?
Maya, I'm fairly certain this is something that you did and I'm getting blamed for again, you stupid cow.
You don't have memories of that, Nick. Get back to the script.
I didn't do anything. The only thing you could accuse me of is making bread that's too good to eat.
This man is not the one who's on trial. In that case, why is Mr. Wright being made to go to the court? That's simple, because the girl has requested him, of course.
Girl? What girl?
It's not me this time, Nick.
Maya, wait. Wait, it's not that police officer again. Has she gotten arrested a third time?
Naturally, the girl facing trial for this evening's crime. That heinous witch, Mrs. Spella Cantabella, no less.
No.
Dodds.
Phoenix's face just... Ah!
Okay, welcome to the witch trials.
Do I have to wear buckles on my shoes?
See, we definitely missed some puzzles. We have saved.
Could even have saved.
That's not milk.
Oh, that's a image. Why is she in the forest?
We don't want no fuss and we don't want to hurt you, alright?
Yeah, we just want your money, that's all.
And you'll give it to us, won't you, without any fuss?
Ichnaze!
Did you spell just kill 2 people?
Chapter 2, The Fire Witch. And we're the first person of Phoenix again.
What's this place? The room is lit, but it's somehow still dark, and the atmosphere feels... Maya, what are you wearing?
I'm just wearing my baker's clothes, God. Nick, what are we doing in a place like this?
What did I know? We're just a couple of bakers. I don't think they brought us here to make bread. Sheesh, is it just me or is that guard staring daggers at us right now?
Oh, no, that guard is jealous you didn't bring him bread. I think this is the captain. Mr. Wright, Maya, Oh no, it's her.
Oh.
If you want to voice her.
That's you.
Well, if you want to voice the line I just took.
Ah, Mr. Wright, Maya.
Spella, what exactly is going on?
I'm sorry. I was the one who sent for you both. You sent for us? I'm being put on trial. Again. Wait, what happened? I don't know. I just don't understand what's going on. I didn't do anything wrong. I couldn't possibly murder anyone.
Murder?
Oh, thank you, Mr. Wright. Please, I need your help. Just one more time. You need my help. What could I possibly do? Miss Phillip, I'm just a baker. The only thing I know about law is how not to get on the wrong side of it. Phoenix, you've been arrested so many times. Like, your head's fucking spinning right now.
Oh my god, Dots. Wait, hold on a sec. Espella? What did you just say? You said you needed help, Nick's help just one more time?
One more time. Question mark? I'm not quite sure myself, but when the knights came and took me, a vision suddenly appeared in my mind. It was Mr. Wright. He was fighting for me, defending me. A brave blue figure. It was as clear as day. I was... sorry. I was fighting for you? Points. No way, that's impossible. I mean, it's like I already said. I'm just a baker. I have a hard enough time rolling dough, let alone defending someone in court. I thought the same thing, too, at first. I don't think that's quite true. You and Maya, at some time or somewhere, you helped me. You fought for me as defender. A defender?
Phoenix, you don't have to say the same thing that Sheeta said. We're not those characters in an anime, god.
I'm not my ancestor. You can't read my blue text, bitch. Dots.
What's wrong, Nick?
Oh, Maya. But hearing this fella mention a defender. It's really just burning at the mention of it. I kind of want to jab Maya in the eye with my fingers. I stab it out in an objection.
Accused, defender. It is time. Head forth, you two.
Head forth? Where are we going exactly?
To the courtroom in which today's trial will be taking place. The Chamber of Fire.
A chamber?
Of fire?
Make haste! You are but a moment late. A guilty verdict will be delivered immediately.
What? No way.
Mr. Wright. I'm truly sorry, Mr. Wright, but I know this is all so sudden. It's a lost cause, isn't it?
Dots. Well then, let's head inside, Espella.
Huh? This overwhelming pressure. It feels so familiar, so almost like deja vu.
I have been in this
Mr.
place
Wright.
before. Higher in the streets. And I know it's my time to go, calling you.
Let's go, Maya. Oops, sorry. Let's go, Maya. Maybe we'll get a better idea once the trial gets underway.
Dots? Alright, let's do it, Nick. Yeah,
A
Valley.
second thought. Espella, could you stand next to me? Maya, could you go stand in the defendant's dock? Maybe, Espella,
is
quick,
this
help me throw the
It's
trial.
like an oven in here.
I will now pronounce the verdict.
This court finds the accused guilty of being a witch.
No, I'm not a witch. Please, I beg you to reconsider. I'm not.
Witches are to be cast straight into the hellfire!
What?
No.
So, this is the witch's court.
So how are you feeling, Nick?
Dots. I'd forgotten what this felt like up until now.
Huh?
The butterflies in my stomach, and the tension so thick you could slice it with a knife. All those feelings. Sort of feelings that I'm definitely familiar with. Anyway. We're here to fight for Spella and get her out of this place.
Yes. When you said defender stock, that's what that's what the person on trial is in. Right there.
Cool, can we swap her with Maya and then I'll just throw the trial?
That's right!
The court is now in session for the trial of Espella Cantabella.
The court is now in session. The court is now in session. The court is now in session for the... Okay, that's where I'll go. Alright.
Defender.
I assume I'm doing the judge.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor?
Yours is a face I've not seen in any past trials. But no matter. Start by stating your name, Defender.
Yes, Your Honor. My
I am
name
Laura.
is Phoenix Wright, Ace Baker.
A baker?
I asked him to come, my lord. I want him to represent me. This court dictates that the accused is free to assign a defender of their choosing, my lord.
Very well. At any rate, the results of this trial shall not change. That aside,
Excuse you?
I've not yet seen hide nor hair of the Inquisitor assigned to this trial.
Inquisitor? Oh, right. I should have noticed earlier. No one's there.
So, does this room already kind of give you the same vibes as Great Ace Attorney
It's even
courtroom?
got the torch thing going on
Yeah,
right there in the
yeah.
corner.
It's giving the same vibes, isn't it?
It kind of is.
Should the assigned Inquisitor fail to appear in court,
Honestly, the thing that
I
was
will
most
have
like
no
it was
choice
the
but
judge's
to dismiss
astonished face.
all
Looked exactly like the
charges.
judge's astonished face from Chronicles.
He is an Inquisitor of high caliber, but if he does not come forward soon, this trial will end, and victory will then be declared in favor of this baker.
Hold it!
This guy, this man, this glorious man right here.
I'm sorry. God, I hate him. He just looks like he needs a punch in the
Knights
face.
of the court, I have but one question for you both. Are you prepared to cross swords?
I, Inquisitor Zacharias Barnum, am indeed prepared to do battle, my lord.
So first a trial, we're already bringing out the sword.
Good fucking God.
How long did it take a Ryu to earn his sword? Too long, I say.
Dots.
Something amiss, Baker?
Sorry, Your Honor. I just didn't realize we could have swords here in the courtroom.
You have to go back in time for that one, Phoenix.
It is the way of the court knight. A knight must always ensure that he rides with a blade at his side. Now then, state your name, Sir Blue Knight.
Huh? My name's Phoenix Wright. I'm a baker. How many times will they make me say it?
A baker?
Dots. A baker?
Nick, quit with the long face. You look miserable.
No need to waste your breath. This trial will be over before you can utter a single objection.
Objection, asshole. Guess you were
For
wrong,
the
loser.
security of all of Labyrinthia, my blade shall rend your defenses swiftly and without mercy.
Perhaps you could use your words like an adult, dumbass.
That's it, Barnum. Just put another one out of their misery. This trial is pointless. Hand down the verdict already. Put that doughy defender on trial too, I say.
Why are you handing me my flint? Oh, what's with all this excitement? You'd hardly think this was a courtroom. That doesn't seem very interested in law, that's for sure. It's like they're all just they're hoping for a guilty verdict. I mean, it's because they want to watch someone get burned alive.
Inquisitor Barnum, you may begin your opening statement. As you
My
wish.
guy, put your fucking sword away.
As
no
you...
one needs to see that shit.
As you wish, my lord. First, let's begin by recounting the events leading up to the murder. Is that acceptable, Sir Apprentice Baker?
No, I'd really like to see a witness or two, not just you spouting off, but I guess I'm not going to have any say in the matter, so go on.
The murder occurred this very evening. Yesterday, there was a heavy rainfall in the area. Eventually, it gave way to sunshine, which came just in time for today's parade. Although a few hours after the parade ended, the rain set in once more.
Okay. Where are you going with this? It's just a random inserted statement there, like, there's no point.
It continued to rain until just before the incident, which took place on a small path leading to the market. The accused had been out doing some shopping at the market. She returned home on that very same path. And on that forest path, two rogues named Robs and Muggs are said to have accosted the accused. One could assume the accused simply acted in self-defense. I see. Robs and Muggs. Those two have appeared in court a number of times in the past. So far, it may appear that the victim was more the victim. However, the situation soon changed. That's right. The accused, Espella Cantabella, knowingly and mercilessly murdered her two assailants.
Cantabella!
I feel compelled to question whether someone can murder someone attempting to kill them.
That girl, isn't she?
I always know that she looks suspicious.
Sheesh, not so loud!
Yeesh. This is a weird excitement again. Looks like people want to watch someone die in fire.
I believe we now fully grasp what happened. It's getting late already. Let us begin the trial.
So, Phoenix gets 3 days. Normally, today he gets nothing.
Inquisitor Barnum, you may now begin. As you wish, my lord. The Inquisition will now hear eyewitness testimony regarding the night of the murder.
Eyewitness testimony, huh? So this trial is finally getting underway. Can't back down now, I have to fight. He's a simple bread-making baker, as opposed to, you know, the other kind of baker. Just used to a simple bread-making life. It's The situation is more twisted than a pretzel. I'm smack in the middle of it, just like the filling in a pastry. I have to do this to save this fella. Okay, let's see if I can untwist this testimony and make it up into a nice bread. The fuck am I looking? Okay. Okay.
All right
then.
What I know which two would probably be best for me, but one of them I've already voiced, so allow me to welcome you all. Now, which no, hold on a second. Now, would each of you please state your name and occupation?
Hold it!
Wait a minute, what's going on here?
So remember, this is the introduction of the multiple people on the stand mechanic. You remember that all in yeah. This is the actual introduction of it, and there's a really bad one a fair amount through the game, and I do mean a really bad one.
Where they do a bad job of hinting at it, or where there's 10 fucking witnesses?
There's 10 fucking witnesses.
Yes, you've mentioned that in the past.
As I already explained, Sir Apprentice Baker, this is the eyewitness testimony.
Yeah, I get that. But there are 4 witnesses.
Indeed. This many people inside the courtroom could pose a health and safety issue.
Judge, that's not what I mean. Witness testimonies are supposed to be done one by one, as in one witness at a time.
What did I do for her? What are you talking about, child? We'll be here all night if we did that. Alright, so I think I would be best doing the guy on the far right that's the military guy, but I could do him if you want me to.
I think you're right. I think you do a better military guy than I do, which means I have to figure out what this freak of nature's voice is.
He goes off on huge tangents and is probably not fully there.
Oh boy, this it has to be a voice that I can handle doing for extended rants then, huh?
Yeah, he's a ranter.
All right, that's right, young man. We have witnessed the very hand of fate reach out to us this evening.
Do you want Kira?
Sure, I might as well. Now I need another voice for her. What the fuck am I gonna do for this? I don't do accents very well. Not consistently, which is where I would normally just like throw an accent at this, but like my accent is really inconsistent.
Mm-hmm.
Can you read this along, perhaps? I'm trying to pitch it a little lower than that. These flowers won't sell the... Oh god, she's a quote-unquote flower seller.
Yes.
As much as my boss wishes they would.
The path to knighthood is an arduous one, but I remain steadfast in my resolve as I travel down this long road. Huh. Notice his sword wibbles.
What?
I shall not falter. I will be victorious.
Your sword beat him, you wackadoo.
Who cares? Just question them all at once.
We already know the girl in the cage did it. Let's get it on with.
Can I have whoever that was and shoot him? Maya, where's the flint
finish
lock?
this already. I'd like to go home and get to bed.
Maya, if you don't have my flintlock, go get one.
Witnesses, again, state your names and occupations.
I am known as Wordsmith. But what is a name? How does one describe an occupation? It's like the bubbling of a babbling brook. I flow gracefully around. Yeah, I'm losing it. I flow gracefully around the breeze. It is my life, nary a word in my mind. Right, so I guess that means he's jobless.
My name is... old lady. Old lady. My name is Mary, and this darling kid is Snowy. Matt. Snorri and I travel to the edge of town to sell delicious fresh milk. Milk that doesn't happen overnight. I work my hands to the bone, squeezing each drop out. Literally.
I'm sorry, you from a kid? How did you do that?
I told you that wasn't milk.
But it's a kid! Like... I am confused and disturbed. I'm Kira, a flower seller. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. If you'd all be so kind, feel free to purchase one of my beautiful flowers at any... Lady, that's not the sort of thing you do in public. There's no way I'll sell them all by morning. Oh, the life of a flower girl is so hard. How many men do you expect to serve this little girl?
She's selling actual flowers, Sandry.
I mean, we all know what a flower seller is.
My name is Nidal. I aim to join our town's Order of Knights. I study night and day, although I'm but a mere squire. Joining the Knights of the Inquisition is my life's ambition. And I, Nidal, will do whatever necessary to join.
Little flaccid there, sir. So, he's jobless too, then. So we have jobless vagrant, a shepherdess, a whore, and a jobless vagrant.
God damn it, Sandry.
I'm not letting go of the fact that the flower girl is obviously a whore.
Honorable witnesses, I ask you show this court your best when delivering
She's
your
even got a
testimony.
pimp.
Now, tell us exactly what you all saw on this ill-fated eve.
My guy, why are you threatening the witnesses?
Witness testimony.
1 second. Yeah. The delicious scent of mid-evening dinner permeated the air, and a soft light shone faintly in the distance.
Like, your little introduction thing is like, hey, boo-boo! That's what I heard. That's what I heard. Hey, boo-boo, would you like to get some picnic baskets? I hear the lady 2 steps down has a picnic basket full of flowers.
Scent. The flowers are right over there.
Muggs grabbed the girl by the arm. It looked like he almost pushed her to the ground.
A faint voice cried out. I mean, other than mine. Next moment, those 2 villainous men burst into flames.
There was not a trace of fire to be seen in the area. Without doubt, magic must have been what was used.
Magic.
Sir Prentice Baker, you may now begin your interrogation. I have but one piece of advice. I suggest you pay it heed. Do not waste the court's time by grilling those witnesses over and over in relevant nonsense, Sir Prentice Baker. You alright, Nick? They sure love calling you an Apprentice Baker, huh?
Maya, shut the fuck up. Maya, I'm gonna be honest. I know how I'm feeling right now. I feel like I want to throw you into the fire over there and watch you burn like a witch like the witch that I'm sure you are. Now shut the fuck up before I strangle you with your own hair. And all it's all up to me is her defender. The spell of fate is in my hands.
Dots?
I have to believe in her, and I need to start believing in myself. I can bake a mean loaf of bread. I can do this. I can win. And I'll fight until the end to prove it.
Yeah, that's the spirit. We can do this thing, Nick.
Who is this we, Maya?
Notice how the cut-ins were blades?
Yeah, I saw.
Oh, what do we got here?
The delicious scent of mid-evening dinner.
Hold it!
What time would that be exactly? Dinner time. When else would the scent of dinner be in the air if not dinner time? Do you see? No, I don't.
The sun had already set by that time. That should be adequate.
The hell you say? Isn't it set already? Well, that narrows it down to approximately 12 hours. So, you clearly witnessed what happened tonight, is that correct? I have been dubbed a witness, thus I clearly must have witnessed something, do you see? In that case, how much light was there in the immediate area at that time? Enough to see the nose on my face, but not enough to see the trees ahead, do you see? You didn't. I'm sticking with mine. The area is completely dark. You couldn't possibly have witnessed anything. Do you see? Huh? Nevertheless, something caught my eye. It was a most ominous sight. Ominous is what that sight was. Okay, I get it. It was ominous.
Objection!
Poor form, Sir Apprentice Baker.
That's...
I hate to disappoint you, but there was in fact light in the area.
interesting, because that's not what the fucking testimony was.
Take a look at this. This is a drawing of the crime scene based on the witnesses' accounts, as pinned by the court illustrator.
The court illustrator. I've seen that before.
Look carefully. This shows what the scene looked like at the time of the murder. Huh. An illustration of the highest quality as always. Now then, we have established that by the time the murder occurred, the sun had already set. And so, naturally, the defendant was carrying a fire-lit lantern, as we can see.
A lantern. Okay. Eureka! Indeed, that was what I was saying earlier! There was a lantern! A lantern, I say! Oh, please, you totally forgot. Which is impressive considering you were supposed to fucking witness it, dumbass.
To be honest, I did not imagine it would be necessary to present this, but... My lord, here's the lantern in question. This is what was responsible for the light illuminating the area. Very well. The court accepts this into evidence.
See, what always strikes me about Phoenix Wright cases is it very much resembles television cases rather than like real court cases. But specifically in one way, the prosecutor or defense attorney does a lot of testimony, and if you start doing that shit in court, you get objected out of into oblivion because no, you're not allowed to be doing the talking. That's what your witnesses are for. So all of it, he's just like, see, this is the thing. It's like, you don't get to enter it into evidence. You have to establish that that is in fact the thing that people saw. You can't just be like, well, someone told me he was here, so it's definitely true.
Speaking of which, Inquisitor Barnum, in this drawing, the accused seems to be holding a milk bucket of sorts. What became of this? That is a strange case indeed, my lord. The bucket seemingly disappeared from the murder scene.
The milk bucket disappeared, you say?
There's been talk of wolves living in the nearby forest. It is thought they often make off with items they find on the ground.
Great. Wolves that steal your stuff. I never set foot in that forest.
This is great, Nick. We've got new evidence now.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know, Nick, you really don't look like just some normal run-of-the-mill baker. I'd say you're more like a somewhat articulate run-of-the-mill baker. You might even have a knack for being a defender.
It's somewhere in the testimony. I'm going to find it.
Objection! Maya called me a defender. Mugs grab... Oh, no. Mugs... I don't know why it's so hard for me to switch to her. Mugs grabbed the girl by the arm. It looked like he almost pushed you to the ground. Let's go back here.
I heard. Yeah, might as well just see what she says. Muggs is one of the two rogues, correct?
That's right. The man he grabbed in the girl's arms pulled out a knife. Oh. Oh.
Is something wrong?
Or was it Robs that grabbed the girl and had the knife?
Huh?
Oh dear. Now let's see. Muggs was the short one and Robs was the... No, I think it was the other way around.
Madam, did we settle for which one? Was it the tall one or the short one that had the knife and the grip?
Huh. Well, it really doesn't matter. Which was which now, does it? Matt.
That's all well and good, but I was kind of just hoping you'd testify about the lantern.
Honorable witnesses, please continue with your testimonies. Hold it.
Hold it!
Exactly whose cry did you hear? Well, it was the accused. It was this fella's voice, of course. And did you get a good look at Miss Cantabella's face? Yes, I mean, she was carrying that huge lantern after all. You're only sure because of all the other witnesses just finished saying they saw her with a lantern.
Night voice.
Hold it!
Isn't it a bit premature to assume it was magic?
What an absurd statement.
Say what?
Think about it. The knaves were engulfed in flames in the blink of an eye. Blink of an eye. There was not a single trace of any other fire source to be found in the area. Not a trace.
So, lantern, dumbass. Did I hear him right? I think I just found a glaring contradiction in his testimony. What with the fact that there was a fucking lantern?
Let's do this thing, Nick. Hurry up and present something. Hit it with some decisive evidence. I think this is loop. We're in loop. Not a trace of fire. Okay, well... Lantern, I guess.
Objection!
Dots? Dots! Dots.
I was wondering if something like this would happen.
What? What's the matter, Defender? Why do you keep saying dots?
Dot. What is this? This feeling. I feel like I'm gonna burst into song, only the person voicing me can't sing. I just felt the urge to shout out right from the bottom of my lungs, while pointing my finger in an accusing way, as rudely as possible. Objection! I can't help but feel that's a word I've used quite a bit in the past. That's it. I remember now. I remember everything. I'm not a baker at all. The Legal League of Attorneys exchange. Spella's trial. And then... that strange book. I feel like I can take on the world. And I know from experience this is going to last about 10 seconds, and then the wind will be taken out of my sail. Witness!
Ah! What's with the sudden pointing? I am a soon-to-be member of the Honorable Knights of the Inquisition. I accept your challenge. Have at you!
You say no fire was present at the scene of the crime, meaning the defendant must have used magic. Unfortunately for you, that's not exactly the case, was it?
What do you mean, Sir Apprentice Baker?
Ah, so you're just stupid. What I mean is that the defendant was in fact carrying a lantern. A lantern containing fire. Those two rogues were actually burned by the flame that was inside that lantern, weren't they? That is the only logical explanation.
My, what a startling conclusion.
Oh my god, I just noticed something.
What?
The animation, that head shake, that is the same fucking head shake. Holy fuck, they just straight up use the same goddamn model. Holy hell.
It's probably the same engine, to be fair.
What?
Like, it was, keep in mind, it was originally made for the 3DS. It was not originally made for the PC or Switch. The Chronicles
No, but
game.
it's the same head shake model.
Yeah. Like, Van Zeek's probably is ripped out this guy's animations. And then they just...
So I don't think he does the finger gesture as much.
My, what a startling conclusion you come to, Sir Apprentice Baker.
What do you mean?
The only logical explanation? Do you agree with this statement, honorable witnesses?
It is presumptuous for a man to know that knows nothing to claim that he knows something about which he really knows nothing. What?
Besides, how can one teeny tiny flame be strong enough to set them both ablaze like that?
There were two of them. How could that flame engulf them so fast? Ah.
Furthermore, if they did burn as you claim, if they did, do you mean to suggest that they were soaked in oil or something?
Oh. What?
Well, Sir Blue Knight, it would seem you have bitten off more than you can chew. You did say he's had the wind in his sails taken out of him, right?
Like I said.
What say you, my lord? Do you have any thoughts on the proceedings just thus far? Thoughts? Given the testimony as we have heard it, this court has come to its conclusion.
The hell you say, dumbass?
'Twas a truly gruesome and merciless act, an act for which only one thing could be held responsible. The nefarious crime of magique.
Hold it!
Wait just a second.
Is there something you have forgotten to mention, Defender?
Exactly, Your Honor. It's just that, I mean, you just said magic. That can't be right, can it?
No, I said magique. What are you suggesting, Sir Apprentice Baker? Witches use magic, which in turn brings about disaster. Such is the way of this world, is it not?
Well, yeah. They seem to be confused. But no way is that actually possible.
This court finds Espella Cantabella, the accused, charged with being a witch.
Stella, a witch?
A witch's existence in this world is a crime in itself. Their ability to use and control magic is a criminal offense indeed. As such, any witness found practicing magic will soon be sentenced to death by fire.
No, you're wrong. I'm not a witch.
Sir Apprentice Baker, I do not envy your current predicament. My lord, hand down your guilty verdict against this witch immediately.
Objection!
There's no evidence to prove that any magic was really used.
Put a sock in it, bread boy. We all heard it. You cast the spell.
What?
That's right. Snowy and I heard it. Isn't that right, Precious? We heard that incantation quite clearly.
Frightening voice. There's no mistaking it. It was Ispella's voice. She's super frightening.
These ears do not lie. I clearly heard an incantation most sinister. Ignaze it went.
Incantation.
Ignaze?
No good. I just can't wrap my head around this topsy-turvy otherworldly... I'm gonna tell you something. I misread that word, and I'm very glad that my brain caught up with me, because that is not what I thought that said at first.
Okay. Well then, it would appear the defense has no further objections. It appears so. The court finds the use of magic at the time of the murder to be an undeniable fact. Furthermore, the honorable witnesses have stated that they each heard an incantation being recited. The court finds no reason to delay the verdict any longer. Nick, we have to do something!
I know, you stupid cow. But what am I gonna say? Objection? Here in this world, our sense of logic is completely... Wait, this isn't my thing. That's my friend's thing. I don't do logic. I just do contradictions.
This court is ready to hand down its verdict for the case of Espella Cantabella.
Hold it.
Hold it.
Your Honor, I request that the court hold its verdict a moment longer.
What is the meaning of this intrusion?
You got a problem with Leighton showing up being a badass?
You didn't hear Peanut fangirling over there.
Oh my god, no I didn't.
I have something I believe will be of use to the defense. A weapon of sorts. That's... the Grand Grimoire. All of this world's magic is contained within its pages. Without it, this trial cannot reach a satisfactory conclusion.
I would love it if you just whipped it open and set the judge on fire.
We meet again, sir,
Thank
right?
You replaced the stupid wench.
What?
I said, oh thank goodness, you replaced the stupid wench.
Well, now it seems things are already afoot here. Though the real contest begins now, are you fully prepared?
So, are you here to help us? Of course! The professor always helps people in trouble. It is the duty of every gentleman. Right, Professor? Professor.
There is a saying that I find quite useful in situations such as this. There's a time for words and a time for action.
Right. So is now a time for action?
You have been working as a baker in this town up until now, have you not? I must say, I'm quite mystified. I'd expect you to be a little more familiar with this world and its system of magic.
Yeah. How can I put this? I guess that's not quite the full story.
Is that so?
I kind of have epiphany just now. I remembered all sorts of things, like I'm not actually a baker. And well, magic can't really exist because I'm not Phoenix. Phoenix. You were in London, and now you're in Labyrinthia, and you forgot that you were anything but a baker, and you're like, magic can't exist. Phoenix! Do you think you are fucking high right now? Phoenix, are you like in a fucking coma? Are you just like, I've deduced it. I am in a coma. Or I've deduced it. I am like dosed to my fucking eyes on LSD. Like, what? Like, there can't be magic. I'm just in another fucking place that I went through a book to get here.
Peanut, I gotta know, did Sandry facepalm halfway through that?
The peanut gallery was like, he just thinks that he finally was hit on the head hard enough to actually have hallucinations. This is the Dane Bramage.
Dots. Then it would seem I was correct about you, Mr. Wright. You are not, in fact, a citizen of this town. Is that correct?
Right, it seems that way.
However, for now, we have no option but to accept this world and its rules as a reality. Without first understanding those rules, I'm afraid you'll not be able to save Miss Cantabella.
But it's like magic, almost fairy tales and make-believe. Phoenix.
I'm afraid,
Phoenix.
Mr. Wright, it seems magic does in fact exist in this world, but the truth cannot be denied.
Dots!
Indeed, that is why the Grand Grimoire is a weapon well suited for this witch trial. At the moment,
you are tantamount to a knight. Oh, sorry, that's.
At the moment, thank you, Phoenix, for reading my text. At the moment, you are tantamount to a knight without a sword.
Thank you for illustrating, you buttwad. I feel like more like an attorney without a chance, actually. Do you have a sword for me, please? I would love to stab it through that guy's throat. Right then, Mr. Wright, I'll explain how the Grand Grimoire works.
So this is tutorial, but it is tutorial for like something specific to this game, so I will actually play it.
The tip screen. Here you'll see the Grand Grimoire button. Touching the Grand Grimoire button will open up the Grand Grimoire.
You'll be able to present spells from the Grand Grimoire in much the same way you present evidence. This book would surely be most important asset for us in this trial.
Oh, that reminds me, Mr. Wright. I've gone ahead and bookmarked the spell Ignite for you.
The spell Ignaze has been bookmarked in the Grand Grimoire.
He just like frantically like taps it at his tie.
Ignaze, is that the magic spell the witnesses said they heard right? Hey Nick, you should take a look at that spell. Yeah.
All I have to do is touch the Grimoire button, huh?
The Defender, let me open it up here. Alright, so Ignaze, Inferno spell, summons a circle of flame within 1 meter.
And a scepter to cast, huh?
A radius of the caster, requires an incantation and a scepter to cast. The Defender has been given more than enough time. It would seem this trial has reached its end. Is that understood, Sir Apprentice Baker? This case is quite straightforward, with very little room for doubt.
You know, I hear that a lot in my line of work, and I've got to tell you, every time someone's like, there's no room for doubt, I know this guy done it. You know something? There's been so much room for doubt that I've been able to drive several large trucks side by side through those holes. And in fact, it turned out that wasn't the guy what done it. The only time it was the guy what done it, he hadn't actually what done it himself.
The witness's testimony, coupled with the illustration of the time of the murder, makes it quite clear what must have occurred.
Yes, someone standing off to the side set these two assholes on fire.
This murder was the result of magic. And furthermore, the caster of said magic was none other than the accused.
You don't read so good, do you, sir?
That, Sir Apprentice Baker, is the truth. It is best you go back to baking, for I believe your days in the courtroom have crumbled.
You're hilarious.
Is everything okay, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, it's fine.
It would seem that photographs do not exist in this world.
Photos don't. It's well, I suppose the ye old time period and all that.
The sketch drawn by the court illustrator. Therein lies your final chance, Mr. Wright.
Final chance. It's almost as though there needs to be a victory.
I understand the witnesses have already finished their testimony. However, if you could perhaps find a clear contradiction within this illustration.
There's another contradiction. Could it be the skip tray? In that case, I can still hope that I can turn this around. Mr. Wright, you have to hurry. Look, the judge.
I'm gonna beat
He's
you up,
ready
son.
to beat you to death. He looks ready to deliver his verdict any second now. This is it. This is my last chance. For the second time in this trial, I'm sure there'll be 10 more. Point out the contradiction, you fucking moron. Thank you. Oi! 1 second, Your Honor. I think I might have something for you. The defense requests permission to have another look at the court illustration. I think there might be a contradiction in there.
Objection!
You are already out of time. All testimony and evidence given just far has been proven to be accurate.
Objection!
Fuck you! I wouldn't be so sure, dumbass.
Huh?
There's just one thing you've overlooked. A piece of evidence within this book.
That I just happened to get just now. Ha ha ha!
Hey, you know something? This feels great. I get to have the surprise evidence this time. This is amazing.
The Grand
This
Grimoire.
feels awesome. Holy shit, is this why Edgeworth does that shit all the time?
Absurd.
Maya, I've got such I'm so ready to go. Maya, get under the desk.
Oh God, Sandra, you're... I overlooked something. You're the defender here. You should have examined the tome earlier.
Yeah, well, fuck you again. You're right, I should have. Had you had it here. But unfortunately, if you forgot, I was nothing but a simple baker until now.
Dots. Interesting. You've certainly begun to show your true colors. Objection, fuck you.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You said objection, fuck you is the best line I've heard from this Let's Play so far. I think if I do this... There you go. Oh, I need to enable the 3DS screens.
I do. That is definitely one of my favorite lines too. So,
You certainly begun to show your true colors, Sir Blue Knight. Let us see what type of knight you truly are. Have at you!
Mine, for the last fucking time, where's my flintlock?
The defender will now show us this supposed contradiction. The court illustration and the Grand Grimoire. Somewhere there's a contradiction between these two.
It's the skeptry.
That's...
It's the skeptry. We already know this.
So, like the hands, I guess?
I guess.
Got it.
Or is there a scepter? Yeah, I guess. The contradiction is right here.
The hand of the accused. She seems to be holding a lantern. What is your point?
According to this tome, using the spell Ignaze.
By the way, do you enjoy the fact that he pulls out the book right in front of him? Like that book's huge. I don't know. I like it.
It requires the use of the witch's sceptre, as well as an incantation. Isn't that right?
Correct. For witches to use magic, they must be in possession of a witch's scepter known as the Tilea Magica.
Well then, I think you have a problem, asshole. I'm sitting by my reason. Take another look at Miss Cantabella's hands. So I say again, fuck you!
Dots!
There we go. Let's see you point that sword at me now, fuckwad. You did it, Mr. Wright. You found the thing Professor Layton made you find. Wasn't that contradiction just a little too obvious?
Dots. You may be right, Luke.
Eh? How am I right?
It would certainly appear that the good Inquisitor is taking this particular oversight rather too well. That is correct, Sir Apprentice Baker, but you should not underestimate me.
Where's your surprise witness now, fuck?
This is perhaps your first time seeing this item, is it not? Right here is the very scepter you mentioned. One of the witnesses found it tossed in the shrubbery outside of the path. Right next to the knights who saved me.
So what you're saying is that one of the witnesses tossed it to the side and then found it. So I just have to figure out which of these fuckers is the witch. Oh, yes indeed! That was I located it! I am the witch! My feet found themselves ensnared at the blasted thing, and it sent me flying through the air! Eh, boo-boo? Somehow I'm not surprised to hear you fell, you fucking asshole.
Huh. This scepter doesn't seem to carry a most sinister air. Indeed, my lord, I think I said that previous line wrong. However, the scepter would only work while in the hands of a witch, with the incantation being said out loud. Aw, that's too bad. I wanted to try lighting some stuff on fire.
You probably could, you bitch. Please don't look at me when you say that, you stupid... You know something? Mind just jump in the flames. Jump in the fucking flames.
You see, there are two magic gems set in the scepter.
Magic gems. Looks like a red gem and a white gem. Okay.
These gems each contain a particular magic spell. By simply looking at these magic gems, one can easily determine which magic spell can be used. Nick! Quick! Look at this page! I found a page for you, Nick! I'm useful!
Gosh, it looks as though there's a red gem. Okay.
Hold on. I think I just got hit back. Okay.
Yep, that's the red magic gem. Like, we were able to put two and two together when presented with the equation.
Indeed. The red gem you see here is the spell Ignaze. And if you look carefully, you should notice that the scepter also has one more spell that can be used.
Is it the spell of being able to be used without holding the scepter? I feel it. Mr. Wright, I found it! It's the spell for the white magic gem!
Hey, don't take my job,
you
Luke!
can use magic without holding your scepter!
Hey, don't take my job, Luke! That's my job to find pages! Okay, so Demir, Vanishing Spell. Causes anything the caster touches to vanish from sight. Simply chant Amir to make it reappear.
Okay.
The spell Demir has been added to the Grand Grimoire.
Okay. Was this anything that appears to touches to vanish from sight?
I see you managed to work it out in that crusty head of yours.
I'm sorry. Are they... Wait. Are they suggesting that she used the invisibility spell to make the staff invisible, cast the fire, and then made it re-visible again for some... Is that really the logic? Is that the story they're going with?
Seems that way.
You know... Phoenix Wright games, sometimes they just decide to go with the most bizarre, plans of just like, you know something? Fuck Occam. Take Occam out back and run a train on him, okay? A serious train with donkeys and everything. Because, like, This cannot possibly be the logical solution, and yet they are so wedded to their preconceived notion that despite the fact that it is a ridiculous series of hoops that you have to jump through, like the number of fucking coincidences you need to have in order for that to be the story.
Do you want to read the line?
I mean, it can't be. The reason the witch's scepter couldn't be seen is because the magic spell Demir had made it disappear. Is that really the story you're going with?
Slam!
What the fuck was that?
That is his leg on the table moment.
What the actual Dude, you need to chill the fuck out.
That's right. In other words... Sword. The accused conjured a cowardly spell to camouflage her own use of magic.
This is stupid. This is stupid.
Order, order, order. Inquisitor Barnum, please submit the scepter to evidence.
Objection!
Hold on, please.
Is there a problem, Sir Baker?
Okay, I understand this is a witch's step. I get that. For the moment. However, whether or not the scepter was Miss Cantabella's possession has not yet been proven.
Boy, that's almost like a legitimate objection, isn't it, Sandry? Would be a shame.
It really is. It's almost as though he'd like to see some witness testimony connecting any of this shit together.
Would be a shame if you're in a medieval society that doesn't know what fingerprints are.
It'd be a shame if I were in a medieval society that doesn't know what, like, anything resembling some sort of due process is.
What are you talking about, Sir Apprentice Baker?
Isn't it obvious? I'm talking about fingerprints. Phoenix. Maya hit him. Maya hit him right now. Just punch him in the face as hard as you can.
Okay, gets the pipe from the first case. Where did I get this pipe from?
Acceptable. But, like, I was thinking about a more fundamental. I was just going to a more fundamental issue of, if you're claiming that it's invisible, then your witnesses are useless. Basically, your proof that she used it was that there's no proof.
Mm-hmm. Talking about fingerprints.
Supposing Miss Cantabella did in fact handle this witch's scepter, then her fingerprints should be on it.
Dots? 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 God damn it, I just did the dots multiple in a row. Except for each time it was a different voice. Dots?
Dots. What's with the silence?
You said fingerprints. Inquisitor Bonham, tell me, just what is this Baker blabbering about?
Nope.
I haven't the slightest clue, my lord. It is the Baker's first time in court, after all.
What?
Even Leighton is disappointed in Phoenix. I'm afraid it's no use, Mr. Wright. In this world, it would seem the concept of fingerprinting does not yet exist.
Fuck me. I can't. Yeah, put the fucking sword away before I shove it up your ass.
As I have said already, you best head back to the bakery, lest you continue to serve this court more of your half-baked ideas.
Please tell me I get to stab him. Everybody's half-baked as your terrible puns, you fucker.
Forensic science does not exist here. Instead, this is a world in which witches and magic are accepted as fact. Truly fascinating. Leia Magica has been added to the court record.
Oh my fucking god, what the hell? There's just way too many things I don't know about it.
Mr. Wright, I believe you may be able to take these things you don't know and use them to your advantage.
Say what?
The Inquisition believes there is no room for debate on this matter. The accused clearly attempted to conceal her magic. Better luck next time, Sir Apprentice Baker. Mayhap your next loaf will not leave much of bitter taste in our mouths.
Please tell me I get to stab him. Please tell me I get to stab him.
This is a surprise. I actually thought you would like Barnum. Now then, my lord, I believe it's time to ask that you render your unwavering verdict.
Objection.
Pardon the interruption. May I have a word, Inquisitor Barnum? What is it? Who might you be? God, I went slightly to the sarcastic kid voice, didn't I? My name is Herschel Layton. I'm a friend of the accused. Inquisitor Barnum.
A witch! Kill him too!
Inquisitor Barnum, please allow me to confirm what you believe happened on the night of the crime. You claim the witch's scepter was made... Oh, wait. No, he has to say it wrong, because that's what I've been doing this entire time. You claim the witch's sceptre was made to disappear through the use of magique. Is that correct? Indeed. Through the magic dispel Demir. If possible, would you mind providing proof of this particular claim? What? You claim the sceptre was not seen. Indeed, that is one possibility. However, a wise man must always consider every possibility. Huh. What say you, Inquisitor Barnum? Can the Inquisition fill the request presented by the gentleman with the unusual hat? Dots. The Inquisition cannot honor this request for proof. If you are asserting that the accused is not a witch, then the burden of proof lies at the feet of the defender.
So you just come in and say, prove me wrong. Offers no, without any proof that I'm right. Is that really how this shit works? You just come in and be like, yeah, what the fuck? Like, I mean, come in and prove a negative.
As I thought. Indeed, it appeared the accepted method of thinking in this world differs greatly from our own. How regrettable, Sir Apprentice Baker, and you, Sir Dark Hat.
Inquisitor Barnum, sir! Should we require it, I stand ready to lend my testimony.
Get on my knees for you. She's the witch, isn't she?
What? The character named Kira is the killer?
I was looking at the bewitching lilies. I mean,
Her name is literally Kira. Like, there's a huge anime about Akira. Surely you've heard of it. Do you want to say her line?
Sorry, Pino was like, I didn't know if John wanted to spoil it.
I was trying not to, but at the same time, like, I just wanted to point it out.
Would anyone care to purchase any of my pre-seasonal flowers? I got plenty of bewitching lilies.
Snowy and I will not be dismissed so easily. We came here to expose the identity of this witch. Isn't that right, Precious?
A witch's scepter, you say? Yes, I know of such a scepter. Allow me to elucidate the matter.
What do you think, Inquisitor Barnum? Your witnesses appear to have something to say on this subject. Dots. Very well.
Really, QB?
Most honorable witnesses, I grant your request to testify once more. Tell the court all you know regarding this Telea Magica.
Okay, anytime. Well, here we go. We've managed to keep the trial going, so I'll tip my hat to you, Sir Dark Hat.
And with that, that's probably just
And this
good
seems like
enough.
an excellent place
That's
to
a good
pause.
enough line to pause it.
Okay, I will catch you in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying at the very least the trial.
I have been. Aside from this, from the like sheer obstinacy of being unwilling to do anything resembling a prosecution, it's, like even by Phoenix Wright standards, they've been like, how about we just don't have any prosecution at all? We just be like, she did it. Prove me wrong, bud.
I will tell you my statement about this guy being the most like, I'm just here to do my fucking job and not be like a wall to you. Like, he is like, so far he hasn't been a wall. He's been like, I'm just doing my job. I have, done everything I needed to do. In
It's just
this
that
world,
he needs to
right?
do so little that like.
Yeah.
He might as well be a wall.
Yeah, but he's not a wall. Like,
He is a wall, but his wall is, I've done everything I need to do, dumbass.
Yeah,
not my problem.
But his wall isn't like, I've hidden this piece of evidence for 3 days straight. Time to present it now, you fucker.
All right, I will see you guys in a couple weeks.
All right. Yeah, we are going to save it here. There will be no stream of this next week. There will still be a stream of AI Limit. I do not know if there's going to be a replacement stream on Sunday. However, obviously information will be given out on my Discord closer to Wednesday. So thank you all for watching if you have been. And I suppose I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.